Hey, hey, welcome back. Now you got a hat on.
Tomorrow morning. Oh, don't talk to me anymore.
There we go. All right. So, welcome everyone. It is 1 o'clock, and that means it's time for Command 101 on Tech Tuesdays. Today, we're going to just walk through the overview of Keller Williams Command, KW Command. Kelly, why are you here? You've been using Command for a while. Did you have a specific thing you were looking for? Because I think you're pretty good at this, right? Yeah. Huh? Unmute. There you go.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. My husband literally just came home. He's been gone on a business trip, so he's talking to me, and I'm like, talk to you right now.
I'm with Robert right now. What are you doing?
When he came in, I was on the phone with Tim, and then talking about.
Well, do you need to go take care of that?
No, it's okay. It's okay. So I always love to watch somebody, because even like watching you just run through DocuSign, because before I was, I took, I was a big, I was a Zip Forms all the way through fan, not DocuSign, and I use DocuSign, but not as much as you do. And I like to watch when you do like the steps by step, because I always pick up something along the way. So
Good.
And Command still is not my favorite. It's hard.
I didn't write it.
No, and it's just, and you know why? It's probably because I don't play with it. Like, I don't play around with it probably how I should.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a little spoiled with the wonderful people like Jason and the people that do the transactions that do such a lovely job. So whenever I can sit and I have time, today to sit and watch you go through it. So I like to.
All right. Well, sit back and enjoy. We're going to be talking about it from the get-go, and hopefully I'm going to talk about some of the updates too. So maybe some of these things might be of interest to you. We'll see what happens. But for those of you joining me on Facebook, thank you very much. Oh, you're over there. Yep, definitely some people over there. And for those of you on YouTube, hey, how you doing? How you doing? Or if you're doing anything on YouTube, you go, hey fans, hey YouTube users. You gotta, don't forget to smash that button. I hate that. I hate
You have to say, hey guys, hi guys,
Hey guys.
Guys. Hey guys.
Hey guys, it's Robert. Oh, that's awful. Okay, well, getting serious now. So we're going to be going over Command 101, which is the introduction to the program. We're not going to dive into any specific area too deeply, but I want to introduce you to what it can do in general and give you an idea so that it can, for those of you who are coming from other programs or considering migrating into this, I'm going to explain why you need to know certain aspects of this program and why other areas of the program might be of interest to you. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to sign in at agent.kw.com. Now, some of you may know that you can access Command from mykw.kw.com, and you can totally do that. You can get to Command from mykw. But if you bookmark this page, agent.kw.com, you can get right in here and it will take you to this login page and to this screen here. When you get in for the first time, especially if it's your first time, you might actually see some little getting started tours, things that are going to say, hey, welcome to Command, and you want to take a look around. Those little getting started tours are actually available if you want to watch them again by going to the help icon in the top right-hand corner, the little question mark, and clicking on the guided tours. And you can actually see that there's some guided tours that will take you through different areas like the home, contacts, smart plans, opportunities, campaigns, consumer. So it takes you through some of the major areas. It also has settings, guided tours. Hopefully this will load up here well, I guess they're still working on those. And the settings area is not complete yet, but they're always adding new things in here. Guided tours can give you that little extra bump. In addition to the guided tours, let me just be the first to tell you, I am not always 100% of the time available for support issues. I do the trainings here, and I also do consulting with teams, and we do, I do a lot of different things around this market center. So one of the things that can happen is you may have a question or have an issue with some of this software. So right out of the gate, I want to let you know that if you go to the question mark icon in the top right corner, you can actually contact support. I'll go back to from the guided tours. If you click on this chat with support, when you click this, it's going to open up a chat window that is directly tied to Texas. And it's going to be the instant communication and conversation that you need. Those people down in Texas are fantastic. I deal with them all the time because software is not perfect. So my first stop in most cases is here. Me. This is where I go. I go chat with these people down in Texas because, quite frankly, that's where the answers are. So if I have a problem, this is where I go. I come down here and I click the get in touch button. I'm not going to click it right now because otherwise I will connect right now to someone in Texas who's going to want to start a conversation. And that's how fast it is. You don't have to do the get in touch and wait for somebody to call you back. These people are really good. Do not slouch on that. If you have a question and you need it answered right away and it has something to do with command, then definitely push the little question mark button in the corner and choose chat with support. Okay. So on the front page, we have what's called the dashboard. And on this dashboard, it's got some information about your goals, your tasks. But what's interesting about this is you see it's kind of broken up into these little squares, these little modules or widgets or whatever you'd like to call them. There's a lot of different ones here, and this is a customizable page. So it can be built to show you the information you need the way you want to see it. My page is actually built with my product updates right in the corner. So I know what's new or what is, are you ready for this? What's next? So I can actually find out what they're doing coming down the pike. So that's nice for me to know. And in this case here, this week's updates, the consumer app, I already kind of knew this because I'm in touch with support all the time down in Texas. So I knew that they were releasing a version 2 or a 1.1 or whatever you want to call it of the consumer app. So we now have the command app is going to be getting updated. The consumer app is now updated. So there's some stuff in here, especially if you've been having problems with the software in a particular area that is of focus for you. Read this and see if anything has been updated based on some of the changes or the issues that you might have faced. They'll let you know. And on the what's next area, this is quite frankly my favorite because this tells you in Q1 we're supposed to be getting updates to campaigns, Instagram, social posts. Like, wow, that is so cool. We have not had the ability to post socially to Instagram because we have only been able to purchase ads on Instagram through campaigns, but they're adding Instagram social posting. And that is awesome because now you're going to be able to post to Facebook and to Instagram and to Twitter if you'd like through here and not have to leave the app. That is a great piece of information. There's also email dashboard enhancements. And I might even take you over there to show you that because I was working with Alana Babineau, our marketing and design specialist the other day, and we were talking about the new enhancements to knowing what's going on with your emails, including who clicked on your emails to open them, who unsubscribed, and what emails bounced and what were undeliverable. You get a whole dashboard now for your email campaigns that give you information about what's going on with when you send out these emails, who's clicking on them, who's unsubscribing, who's bouncing, and all that. Very good stuff. Email list improvements, which I have not gone through yet. And then more information coming up here. Contacts. Yay, the import wizard's going to be coming. Of course, they promised us that 3 months ago, but we'll see what happens. To designs for teams, just all this great stuff. So creating.
Robert, can I ask a question?
Yeah, sure.
Is Import Wizard is that the one that's able to help import our contacts from our phone into Command?
It's not a direct import from your phone to Command, but it is the import that will make that process easier. Let's take a second on that. For those of you who are keeping your contacts in your phone, first of all, you're going to download a program. I'll go ahead and give you this right now because it's such an important one. SA Contacts Lite. This is a free app that's available on PC or Mac. All right. PC, what did I say? On your Apple iPhone or your Android phone. Okay. So I can't believe I just said PC or Mac. I'm a PC, I'm a Mac. Um, SA Contacts Lite is a free app that you download onto your phone, Android or iPhone. And when you open this app, it has one purpose in life. It will export all of the contacts in your phone to an Excel spreadsheet and it will email them to you. That's it. So if you have your contacts in your phone and you want to get them out, get this program on your phone and just run it. It's really, really simple. If you need assistance with it, just reach out to me. I can help you out. I actually have a little video that I can give you to help you get the contacts out. Once those contacts are out, at this point in time, until they release the new import wizard, we have to go through a few hoops to get your contacts into command. The good news is I know that they've been working on this import wizard for a while, which will make the process of taking the file that you get from something like SA Contacts and bringing it in a lot easier. And I can't wait for that. All right, so those are some of the things that you find on your dashboard here. When we talk about this dashboard, what we're talking about is the front page of Command. So Command is your CRM, your customer resource management, or your contact resource management, or your contact relationship manager. I've seen a dozen different ways to say it, but it's your database. Your database that consists of all of your contacts and your interactions with them. So when we say that, what we're talking about is you're going to get all of your contacts that you have in your entire sphere that has everything and anything to do with your business or might have anything to do with your business. And you're going to put them in this database. Once they're in the database, you're going to be able to do a bunch of stuff. You're going to be able to reach out to them by phone, by email, by campaigns to reach them through email campaigns or social campaigns. You're going to be able to report on activities about your contacts. You're going to be able to create designs to use them in campaigns. You'll be able to create these things called smart plans. Smart plans are multi-touch marketing plans. And if you're interested in learning more about that, join me this afternoon at 3 o'clock when we're going to be talking with Alana Babineau, our marketing and design specialist. And she's going to go over with us some of the key points to understand about the designs and marketing tools in Command. So we're going to talk about some cool stuff. In addition to everything being connected to your contacts, you also have referrals in here where we can get referrals to other areas. So everything has to do with the contacts. Everything in here has to do with that. So let's take a look at some of the different, what we call applets that are in this program. And I'm going to tie everything back to the contacts. I always do, and it will never change because it's so important to understand that the contacts are the heart of this entire operation. So we have a contacts area. And when we click on the contacts area here, we can see that it's going to be like a spreadsheet. It's going to show you all of your contacts in a list form here. And when you look at this, you'll be able to add new contacts. You'll be able to import contacts. You'll be able to create specific views for the way that you like to work for your contacts. You can filter this list any way you want to show you specific types of contacts based on your filters. You can save your views. Save views so that you can come back to them later. For example, I have a view in here for Market Center leadership. And I've created a view that shows me the name of our Market Center personnel, the titles, their emails, and their phone numbers, and a tag. And a tag. Excuse me. Got a frog. And what I use this for is if I need to reach out to someone, I just go to this view and I'm like, oh, I need to reach out to Nathan. So I got Nathan right here. I've got his email and his phone number, and I can just get to him quickly. So filters allow you to create these directories, these views, these lists. So we can customize it. We can show different ways. All of that is happening off the contacts. But within the contact, and I'm just going to break up one really quick here. Christy Westfall, who is an office administrator in Meredith and North Conway. And when we click on Christy Westfall, who, boy, I tell you, it's a familiar looking name. And, oh, you know what? It would be cool if Christy was like joining me for one of these sessions. But hey, you never know. Maybe she will, maybe she won't. So when we click on Christy Westfall, we see her contact information. And she's ignoring me right now. I can tell she hasn't unmuted. And she's probably sitting there going, stop talking about me, Robert. Christy Westfall's information on the left-hand side here. This is all the information about her, how to contact her, how to reach out. And this information is very important in terms of how we market or how we communicate with this person. So that's how we do it on the left hand side of a card, a contact card. On the right hand side, we have what we call the timeline or the activity history for this contact. So we have a timeline showing us the most recent things that we've done, whether they be emails, messages, calls, texts, and so forth. We also have all of the opportunities that we've created with this contact. And this is where we create those opportunities in the contact card from the opportunities area. Also, any smart plans that this person is subscribed to, marketing campaigns, tasks that we need to do. If we need to reach out to this person, we can create a task inside of this contact for this person so that we can reach out to them. The notes area where we can just keep notes about this person and just kind of make sure that we're personally keeping up the information about this. And then, of course, saved searches, which are quite literally customized property searches based on this person's specific interests or needs that we can then email out to them daily, weekly, monthly, and so forth. This is how we create those personalized saved searches for them, and they receive emails with that information. That's the kind of stuff that you find in the contact card. Now, everything that I just went over here, we have different modules in the program on the left-hand side. If I go back to the home page here, and if we start to tie things together, what we end up seeing is this. The program is based on contacts. Contacts, we can have tasks associated with them. We just saw that inside of a contact area. So if we go to our tasks module, what we see is that we have two different types of tasks. Contact tasks that are specifically related to a contacts, and then opportunity tasks. Opportunity tasks are related to the opportunities that we have running in our system. I got some good news on this. I got word from Texas the other day that this is going to be merged together, so we no longer have to worry about separating contact tasks from opportunity tasks. It's actually going to be tied together, which is great to know because this will be a true task management system without the kind of the cumbersome moving around and looking in different areas. I can't wait for that. So this task area, if you're not using any kind of task management system right now, think about this. One of the things that drove people, quite frankly, and I'll be real with you guys. One of the things that drove people away from Command was that it wasn't a very good task management system for non-opportunity or non-contact tasks. So for example, if you wanted to put in here, go to the grocery store, it's not a specific opportunity or contact. You really couldn't do that because all tasks had to have some kind of relationship to something else in the database. They've changed that. You now have the ability to create any type of task for any purpose, and it does not have to be associated with a contact or an opportunity, and you can now use a true task management tool. If you download Command Mobile for your device, the task management tool is mobile as well, which means you now can use Command to create and manage your daily routine tasks to run your business in addition to tasks associated with contacts and clients. I hope that sinks in a little bit because one of the things that I use, and again, full disclosure, I don't use Command for many of the tools that I need to use as a technical trainer because it's really opportunity driven in terms of each of the people. It's around the contacts and it's around the opportunities. I use some other tools, and I've now started to gravitate back to Command for task management because it's all in one place and it's mobile as well. If you want a true task management system, come check it out. It's actually pretty neat. So that's our task area. And I'm not going to go through all the miniature details here. If you want more information on that, feel free to reach out to me and we'll take a deeper look there. The next up is the area here called Smart Plans. Now, Smart Plans are simply multi-touch marketing. That's it, multi-touch campaigns. And what that means is we can create multi-step with delays and durations between these steps to reach out to our contacts and communicate with them. Now, these multi-touch campaigns, these smart plans can be designs where we send out, images and graphics inside of an email and create a nice looking email to send out. They can also include actions like creating a task for ourselves to remind ourselves to call someone. They can also, and that's the other thing, is calls. So we can set up call tasks to, hey, you got to call this person, or to do tasks. Make sure you do this. So, in addition to all of that, we can set them up on these smart plans, chain them together so that we can have one smart plan roll into another smart plan and so forth. We can do some pretty powerful things with smart plans, all based on our contacts. It all comes back to contacts. So, Smart Touch is a multi-touch or smart plans are multi-touch campaigns. We do have single campaigns, which we call campaigns. Single touch, where you're just reaching out a bulk email. That's it, bulk emails. Or maybe you're going to reach out via paid ads. So you're going to buy ads on Facebook. These are one-time ads, one-time emails that go out. Maybe you're going to do a direct mail campaign. You're going to send out flyers or postcards to a particular neighborhood, which you choose, using a design that you make. You purchase them through command and you send them out through command. You never have to take these to a printer. You don't even have to send them to a printer. You design it, you do it, you hit the button, and the printers take care of everything. And they mail out the physical flyers to those addresses. Social posts campaigns. I mentioned that coming soon, we're going to be able to do a social post for Instagram. Right now, we are only able to purchase ads on Instagram. So being able to do social post on Instagram is going to be great. So the channels that you can go through right now are Facebook and Twitter, where you can post from command to those platforms. And you can schedule those posts. And you can schedule them based on pretty much any day that you want into the future. You can set up a post. You want to set up a New Year's Eve post and it's now February, March? Fine. Go create the post, put it together, and put it on the December 31st calendar day for your social post. That way, you don't have to worry about remembering it because you're thinking ahead. You don't have to do all of it all at once, but it's nice to think about that, where you can say, you know what? I'm in the mood to put some social posts together. So fine, let's do the ones that we're going to be doing today or tomorrow. And let's go ahead and toss in one for another holiday or another event or something later on down the year and build it and put it in there and forget about it. It'll be done. So the campaigns are what we call one-time campaigns, where we're one-time purchase of a print ad, one-time email send, one-time direct mail. Social posts are a little bit different because we can schedule as many as we want, but they're not necessarily multi-touch because they're just social. Smart plans are the ones that are, you're reaching out. Drip campaigns is a common term for these. So that's in there as well. Now, the next section down here is a referrals area. And how's Robert going to tie referrals to contacts? Well, what is a referral but a contact, right? So whether you're sending a referral from you to another agent that you have built into your network, and you can see here, I have 13 people in my network right now. And let's see, do I have, I don't have a Kelly Goss in my network. I think I need to add Kelly Goss to my network because she does business in an area where I, as an agent, don't necessarily do business, but I know that a lot of people are interested in homes up there, and I'm always referring out. So I should probably connect with Kelly. So how do I do that? Well, I'll tell you what. Normally, I don't do this in these sessions for the introductions, but I'm going to show you because it's so easy. I'm going to go over here to the map, and in the map area, I'm going to search for 03290, which is France, which is not what I want. Portsmouth, New Hampshire. And I'm going to search for Portsmouth, New Hampshire. There we go. And I'm going to come in here, and I know that Kelly Goss is based out of the Portsmouth Market Center. So I'm going to zoom in on the Portsmouth Market Center, and I'm going to search for Goss. And I didn't zoom far enough. Where is she? Is she down a little bit further here? Let's see if we can find Kelly Goss. Fine. We'll go to the Market Center, and we'll search for Kelly Goss. There she is. So here's Kelly Goss. As a matter of fact, here's her profile in the connect area of command. So I'm going to say, all right, yeah, Kelly, I want to connect with. So I don't have a referral for her today. So instead of sending a referral out, I'm going to click on this button on the right-hand side that says add to my network and say, hey, Kelly. So Wit, I think it was Wit, Hitt, needs
Okay,
a
good.
new home. So I'm going to send out an invitation to Kelly, and she's going to accept that and tell me to go to hell because I can't have that dog. So Kelly's received this. Now she can click on that to accept my referral invitation to become part of my network. And what's cool about that is once that's done, then we will be part of a network together. And if I have a referral, I can go to my network, find her, and then send a referral of one of my contacts, and vice versa. If she is in her area and somebody approaches her and they're looking to buy a home or something, and it's really closely located to where I have for my service area, she could do the referral the other way as well. Grow your referral network so that you can share referral contact and information. Contacts are all part of the referral system. So that, by the way, just finding Kelly and putting that in there took 10 seconds while I was also trying to show you about the program. It's pretty easy. So outside of that, we have opportunities. Now, the opportunities are the real meat and potatoes of command. They are the transactions. You cannot create an opportunity without a contact. It's not possible. The system doesn't let you do it. So opportunities are directly related to contacts because they exist because of contacts. So I'm not going to go too deep into the opportunities today, but I will tell you this. If your business is humming along and you have multiple opportunities in your pipeline at the same time, whether those opportunities be just nurtures where they're not really active yet, but you're trying to keep an eye on them and you want to put them on smart plan drip campaigns and you just kind of want to massage and nurture those relationships, we can keep track of that. So we can see how many things are sitting on the edge of the pipeline that haven't really begun work, all the way through getting an appointment, becoming an active listing, getting that listing under contract, and then closing that listing and generating the income. For buyers, it's cultivating the relationship, getting the appointment, getting active, getting the under contract for the buyer, and then getting that thing closed as well. So we have 4 pipelines, technically 3, but it's actually 4 because within leases, there's 2. We're not going to get into that, but we can do listing, buyers, or leases. Now, this particular page is called the dashboard, the opportunity dashboard. But this is designed to manage multiple opportunities, to see what multiple opportunities are going to generate for potential income or probable income. We don't really need to use this to manage a specific single opportunity. Then we just go to the contact and manage it from the contact. This is where you manage your business. How's my business doing? How many things do I have in the early stages of nurture and cultivate? How many things do I have under contract ready to close? You can literally see them here. So we have a class that I walk you through the pipeline to show you how to use it at a high level for your business to manage your business. But remember, you do not manage individual opportunities here because you have to dig to go get them. We always manage the individual opportunities from the opportunity or from the contact itself. Cool. So all of that is going on for our opportunities, which are, again, driven by contacts. The next up here is the campaigns, which is, again, tied into that whole versus smart plans, individual campaigns versus smart plans. And I kind of went over that for you already there. So that gives you an idea of how, again, they're tied into your contacts. In the reporting section, which in the beginning, as a new agent, this may not make a lot of sense to you because you're not going to see a lot of data in here yet. You may not have 1,000 contacts. You may not have your activities so high where you're sending out multiple different email campaigns and all those things where you're in need of this. But the reporting area gives you insight into your database as if you were running a database on an Excel spreadsheet and you wanted to run some reports and get some charts and graphs to show what's going on. Just to give you an idea of some of the things that the reporting area can do, right here in the middle, percentage of database with phone numbers, emails, addresses, neighborhoods, home anniversaries, and birthdays. These are like the golden six of what makes a good, well completed, well rounded out contact. And right now, my database is running pretty hot on phone numbers and emails. I have 95% of my contacts with phone numbers, and 98% of my contacts have emails. That alone translates simply into one thing. I can reach 98% of my contacts via an email campaign because 98% of them have emails. If that number is low, like my physical addresses here, for the addresses I'm running at about 8%, which means I can only reach 8% of my database with direct marketing to my database. That's not a very good number. It's a hard number to get. How are you going to get a lot of the physical addresses for people? It may take some work. But if you're going to do mailings and you want to do direct mailing to your database, that number needs to be higher. Same thing with neighborhoods. Neighborhoods tie directly into Smart Plan monthly or weekly or biweekly neighborhood nurtures. Only 4% of my database is able to receive those nurtures, neighborhood nurtures. That's not good. That means that I have not taken the time to develop neighborhoods based on my customers' interests. If I had a higher number here, then I would be able to automatically reach out to my database biweekly with properties that they're interested in, or properties or areas of interest. That's a key thing too. Same thing with home anniversaries. So I got only 5% of my people have home anniversaries, which means come time for somebody to receive a notification, happy home anniversary from me, I only know about 5% of them. And that's not good. Birthdays, I got 1%. By the way, birthdays are sometimes hard because we think we need to get the year. Command doesn't care about the year. They want to know the date and the month. And knowing that alone, just getting that from your contact is a lot easier than asking them what year they were born. So many people are saying, oh, no, I was born in July. I was born on July 24th. Oh, that's awesome. You know that? Put it in the database. Every July 24th, they get a notification, or you can send them out a notification. That's the kind of thing that you want to think about. Keeping in touch. This whole multiple touch, multiple reaching out, keeping yourself top of mind in your database. And none of that works. None of this works without those contacts being in there, having the data, and the data being right. Okay, so why do we even focus on all of this? You know, you for those of you who are out there, yes, this class is being recorded. Is that class in the recordings? Kelly, I'm not sure what I understand.
Oh, I'm sorry. The class that you mentioned before about you said you had a class. Oh God, no, I don't even remember what I was asking you about. Where were we? Oh, you were saying something about the tasks, and you had a class that taught the tasks or the opportunities. I don't even know, Robert. I'm going to have to think about it. But it was something you were saying before, and you said, I teach a class that takes you through something. And I was asking if it was in the recordings, but I don't know what you said now. So
If it was the tasks one, I do have a recording somewhere. I'll have to dig it up for you for the tasks one. But we're coming up that particular topic and some other ones that are similar are going to be going. We're going to be going through on some new classes. So keep your eyes open for that too. Okay. I got to keep my eyes open over there for questions and stuff. Sometimes I miss those. Sorry. Okay, so reports. There are more reports, but again, we're not going to go into that. We can go into specific reports on your database. We can go into your goal reports to find out how you're doing on the goals for the year versus your actual numbers to see how well you're doing. Lead routing if you're on Teams, which this is not a team account. Emails. There's your email report that I was talking about. When you come in here, you can actually see all of the delivery and engagement. This particular report needs to be refreshed, but when we go into the email section, we actually see these report values and see them load up. Text and calls. Find out how you're doing on your Twilio. I've got 300 credits. Mine just rolled over this month again. I just got a notification today that my credits are rolling over and some are expiring. So this is really cool. You have a lot of different things in the reports, all based on your contacts. All right. Now we get down to the designs area. Before we click on this, though, I want to express to you designs are very closely tied to campaigns, smart plans. They're very closely tied. Designs are the graphic element of the campaign or the social post or your smart plan. So these are the graphic elements. Designs include email designs, graphic. If I click on the create, we have email designs, social designs, print designs, and yes, we can make videos in here. And just as a little kind of like a tidbit on that, you can embed or link videos in your emails and graphics so that if you have a YouTube video you want somebody to see of a property or an event or something like that, you can actually embed those and link them in your designs here. So there's some pretty powerful stuff, especially if you have an active YouTube channel. That's a real helpful thing. So these designs that we create based on these different types of campaigns and marketing elements can really be very, very well done. The design tool that we use to create these is a product that's kind of embedded inside a command called WeBrand. And it allows you to use design tools to build emails, social campaigns, social designs, print designs, and video. So each one of these is a separate thing. Now we're going to cover a little bit of this at 3 o'clock when we talk about Command 301. So if you're interested in understanding these elements and how they tie together with campaigns and tie together with some smart plans, come back for that. So it says, I remember now, I was asking about the class covering managing your business in opportunity section. Yes, I will make a note to get you that video, and that is definitely recorded and available. Okay. As a matter of fact, why not now? If I go over here to my YouTube channel inside, hey, there we are live right now on YouTube. Check it out. There we are. That's me. If I was to click that, we could go Inception on me. On the YouTube channel, if you come to kwtechtube.com, kwtechtube.com, if you come into the channel and you'll see the videos down here at the bottom, on the little toolbar here says home videos, playlist, channels. If you go to the search bar at the lower, don't go to the top, the search bar at the top, that searches all of YouTube. But if you click the search bar inside the channel and you type in, so we're talking about opportunity. So let's take a look. Okay. Creating and managing opportunities. There's one in here. Managing your business. There we go. Opportunity details and documents. That's not the one. Here we go. Right here, Kelly. So opportunities and pipelines. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this and I'm going to put the link to this video. I'm going to share this video. I'm going to share it, not save it. Share. And we're going to start at the beginning of the session here. And I'm going to copy that. I'm going to put it right into the chat. There you go. So there is the video talking about managing your opportunity pipeline. And for me, doing my little pointy finger thing. So there you go. 2 bonus ones for you today. Okay, so coming back in here, when we look at the other applets down the side here, we have one called listings. Now this has actually grown up a little bit. If you haven't been here in a while, you should come back and check this little guy out, because it used to be just a listing page. It wasn't too much, didn't look too impressive. But now you can create smart views. You can have different types of views for your listings, including filters to show you KW Reserve, all the different types of things that we have here, open listings. You can check the status of those listings, and you can also see all of these filters. So you can search listings in the MLS by all of these tools. Fantastic. Now, whether you're searching in your listings or whether you're searching in generally any listings available, you have that tool now. So your listings are here, and then you have a search tool over here to search any listing. And ready for this? For those of you who didn't know this, in this listings area now, there is a sync with MLS. So if you already have listings in your MLS, try syncing your listing information with command to make sure that they're in here and that you can see them. So if you don't see things right away, sync with your MLS. I don't have an MLS, so I don't have a search. Can't use it. Browse by MLS number. Let's see if we go. Let's see. Let's see. This house just recently went and was sold. Let's take a look at it. There we go. There is. Oh, that was showing. It's not showing the one I want. That's all different areas. Well, it should be in here somewhere. I'll know as soon as I see the picture of it. It's next door to my house. Anyways, this is how we search listings. So this is kind of cool. All right. It's a much more grown-up tool than it was before. And that, again, ties into your contacts, because if your contacts have listings, they're going to be in here. All right. And then finally, down in the bottom left, we have the consumer area. Widely misunderstood. The consumer area is where you manage 3 major components of your communications with your clients and your contacts. One of them is your web page, your KW agent web page. You create and manage that page from this dashboard here. That page that you create, here's my KW agent page. So here it is. It's time for me to get rid of the snow. I want this to start changing. I think this was my fault. I put a winter picture up there. I really should have gone with something a little more summery. So I am done with the snow. Let it sun. So you can customize your page. You can build it with listing information. You can build it with your contact forms. And we're talking about multiple pages here. So you can have multiple pages on your website. So that's one of the things that you can manage and create and build from here. The other thing is this area called landing pages, which are quite simply individual standalone pages on the web so that you can promote open houses, promote charity events, promote neighborhood things, networking, all sorts of stuff. And once that event or activity is done, you can remove the page and it doesn't impact your website. It's just a standalone page on the web. So landing pages are individual pages that just exist outside of your agent site. And the third major component here is what's called the guide builder. And what this is it's a buying guide and a selling guide that you can have your contacts have on their phone based on what you create here. They will be able to follow through the buying guide or the selling guide, depending on your relationship with them, so that they can see the processes as you have defined them for each step of the buying or selling process. You can customize the information that they see so that their experience is very tailored to the way that you do business for them. So the guide builders become a very valuable tool from a marketing perspective, but also from a client perspective for managing their expectations and giving them tools. Very important area. Now, one more thing about this agent site pages, landing pages, and guide builder. A little known thing, and this is something that might even blow you guys away. On your agent site, once you have configured and built your agent site, and I'm going to jump over to my agent site here. When you are on this agent site, you're going to, by default, be viewing it as you, the agent, the owner, the manager, the operator of this website. But anybody visiting this site, they can create their own account on this website. And I have created an account for a fictitious person here, John Morgan. If I interact with this site as this person, I can log in, I can edit my profile, I can add co-buyer information, I can see the properties that I have looked at on this site. I can use this website as my own personal home searching tool. This becomes your contact's personal page for them to manage their buying or selling experience with you as the agent. So there's actually a lot going on here. There's a notification area here for saved searches. Remember I talked about saved searches in the contact area? If I save a search for John Morgan, when John logs in, he's going to see searches that I've created for him on his behalf. There's also a section here, 3 places that somebody frequently visits, and they'll use it to calculate commute time as you search for homes. So a commuting tool based on your home searches. How cool is that? So this agent site becomes for them, for your visitors, for your clients, a landing page for them to manage their own searches, save their searches, and have their guides that we talked about having available for them to use through the buying and selling process, all from one place. Command consumer area. Some new stuff for you to think about. Now, in the spirit of being totally real and totally honest, there are so many tools out there, and there are so many things available for you as an agent to build and develop your business. One of the things that KW really promotes is the fact that we can do a lot of things in one location. Is it all perfect? No. I'm not blind to the fact that nothing in here is 100% perfect. But your ability to use this as an agent comes under the umbrella of KW. To invest your time in this tool and to use this tool would be very wise, because it's all integrated into your transactions, into your database management, into your marketing and everything. And why would you want to reinvent the wheel? Why would you want to go and do something that maybe has a few more bells and whistles, but requires so much work to get the information to cross-pollinate across your tools? I like the fact that this is all one central location. Again, it may not be for everyone where everything needs to be in here, but at the same time, especially for new agents that are beginning out, this is a fantastic tool to begin your journey in one place without having to learn 25 pieces of software and without having to worry about fragmenting your data. The ability to keep your data here, your contacts, market to them from here. Use the web tools to keep them updated and give them a personalized connection back to you and your database. To purchase ads from one central location for Facebook, for soon to be, already Instagram, but soon to be able to post to Instagram. All of these things, it's a very powerful tool that allows that. And I'm going to take it one step further. One of the other things that it can do here is we have a thing called the marketplace. It's a little bodega up in the corner next to your profile icon. This little thing here allows you to integrate third-party applications into Command. So if there are other applications that you might be interested in using, ask yourself, does it integrate with Command? Now, I'm not going to be specific about which one because there are hundreds. And they all serve different purposes. And they all have different reasons for connecting to Command. But if there is a third-party tool that you already use or you were thinking about using based on conversations with other agents or whatever it is, come into the marketplace and find out if there's an integration for that tool. And if so, you may be able to do many of the things that you would do outside of Command, but do it inside of Command, and in most cases, it's going to be tied to your contacts. So that means you don't have to worry about exporting and maintaining 2 lists in 2 places. Something to think about. Okay. The last thing that I'm going to show you here is that all of this stuff aside, all of the different applets that are on the left-hand side, all of that aside, you also have in your settings area the ability to connect your accounts for Facebook, accounts for Gmail, accounts for your calendar, accounts if you use .loop or DocuSign for your electronic signing process. You also can connect a built-in thing called MailChimp. It's right in front of me. MailChimp. So Google AdWords, MailChimp, all these things. The connections that are pre-built into the system are pretty impressive. And many of you are going to be fine just using the ones that are currently built in. That's what I was talking about, the third-party integrations to the marketplace. If you are wondering if Command can do something, reach out to me and let me know what your question is. If I don't know right away what it is, I'll research it and find out if it can do that for you. If you're considering diving headfirst into this program, let me know. Let's set up a 30-minute appointment, and I can walk you through some of the specific things that you'll need based on your businesses. We can talk about it and find out if this is going to be the right way for you to put your eggs into the basket. And I didn't use the word all your eggs because I'm not blind. I do know that there are some times when you have other elements outside that you'll need to use them out there. But let's talk about that. Let's go over some of those things and find out how the integrations that are here can work for you. All right. So with that said, we're going to go ahead and close it down here. There's a lot to think about, but you'll notice that I didn't go down into the rabbit hole on any specific area here. But that gives you a general idea of some of the things that Command can do for you and for your business. If you need to reach out to me, you can always get a hold of me at command@kwclm.com. And if you need to visit the YouTube channel, you can go over to kwtechtube.com. If you need to book time on my calendar, I mentioned if you'd like to get together and chat, timewithrobert.com. The Tech Lab, which is on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 1 p.m. to from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. That is at kwtechtv.com, which happens to also be the Zoom channel we're on right now. Facebook training feed. If you want to go to my Facebook feed, which is MCTT463 on Facebook, you'll find all of the classes that we've done right there in a row, in order, including this class right now. And then finally, if you want to get into our training environment, kwclmtraining.com is our portal for all of the learning stuff that we have. Tons of articles, tons of research, or tons of points of interest, videos and classes. Come in there and check it out. It's a free account for you at KW. Come on in. We'd love to have you there. All right, so that's going to be it for now. We're going to go ahead and shut down this class. If you have any questions, like I said, feel free to reach out to me. And that's going to do it here. I'll go ahead and stop that on that side. And at 3 o'clock today, like I said, in about an hour from now, we're going to have Alana Babineau joining us, our marketing and design specialist extraordinaire. And she's going to be talking with me about specifically marketing in Command. So I think that'll be a good one. Hopefully you guys will be able to join us for that and check it out. We'll see you then. All right. Thanks very much. We'll talk to you guys in a bit.